Today for math, we are going to learn how to add with sums to 20, and then we're going to learn about relational thinking, and we're going to use relational thinking to determine whether two expressions or equations are equal. So first, we're going to look at this equation and determine what is missing from this equation. So obviously, right here we have a number that's missing. So I'll give you a second to think about what number plus 5 would equal 12. So what plus 5 would equal 12? Okay, you should have thought of 7. So 7 plus 5 equals 12. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, what is missing from this equation? So I have 3 plus 7 right here equals 6 plus blank. So obviously I'm missing another number, but when I'm looking at this, I want to know what 3 plus 7 is first, so then I know what number to put right here after 6. So 3 plus 7 is going to equal 10. Okay, so I want to know 6 plus what equals 10. So I'll give you a minute to think about it. What plus 6 would equal 10? Okay, you should have 4. And we should know this. We should start making sure that you are just learning your facts. So 6 plus 4 equals 10, and 3 plus 7 equals 10. Okay, let's look at another one. So, what is missing from this equation? So I have 8 plus blank equals 9 plus 1. So obviously, again, I'm missing this number right here. So I want to know what 9 plus 1 is, and I'm just going to do that. I'm going to say it is 10. We should all know what 9 plus 1 is 10. So now I want to know 8 plus what equals 10. 8 plus what equals 10? And that is 2. So 8 plus 2 equals 9 plus 1 because they both equal 10. Okay? This is called relational thinking. Relational thinking because I am seeing if these equations are equal to each other, which they are. 8 plus 2 equals 10, and 9 plus 1 equals 10. Okay, sometimes we can use letters instead of a blank to show that we're missing a number. So I could either have n plus 9, or I could write blank plus 9. It's the same thing. So n plus 9 or blank plus 9 equals 4 plus 8. So first you want to think about what does 4 plus 8 equal. I'll give you about 5 seconds to think about what does 4 plus 8 equal. Okay, 4 plus 8 equals 12. So now I want to know what number plus 9 is going to equal 12 so that these two equations are equal. So what plus 9 would equal 12? And that answer is going to be 3. 3 plus 9 equals 12. And so does 4 plus 8. So these two equations are equal to each other. Okay, let's look at this one. What is missing from this equation? So now I'm using subtraction. I have 16 minus 9 is equal to 12 minus blank. I could also put 12 minus n if I wanted to. That's the same. It means the same thing. Blank and blank and n means the same thing. So 16 minus 9, I'll give you about 5 seconds to think about what does 16 minus 9 equal. Okay, 16 minus 9 is equal to 7 because I know 7 plus 9 is equal to 16. So now I want to know 12 minus what is going to equal 7. So how many do I have to take away from 12 for it to equal 7? I'll give you about 5 seconds to think about that. Okay. And your answer should be 5. 12 minus 5 equals 7. So then that means that these two equations are equal to each other. That's relational thinking. Okay, so relational thinking is thinking about relationships among the numbers on either side of the equal sign. Okay, so that's where we were looking at these numbers right here, and then we were looking at these numbers over here, and we wanted to make sure that they were equal. Okay, can you explain it using your own words, and can you provide an example? So what I want you to do is turn to the next page in your math notebook. Please don't skip pages. So whatever you did last, just turn to the next page. You can use the back side of the pages as well. So turn to that next clean page, and I want you to write 3 examples of relational thinking. So 3 examples. So give me 3 kinds of equations that either look like this, or like this, okay? But with different numbers. I want 3 examples in your math notebook, nice and neat. I'll give you a second to do that. Or if you need more time, you can always pause the video. All right. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. If you're all finished, then we can go ahead and move to page 13 in your Bridges student book. So we're in the student book, not the number corner book yet. It's called Addition and Subtraction Equations. So on this page, you're going to fill it out, and then you're going to be submitting it using Kami. So you can either complete the worksheet all on Kami, or you can do your worksheet in your book and then put your answers in on Kami, whatever is easiest for you. So number 1 says, complete the following equations. So all you're going to do is just complete those equations, just like we did at the beginning of this lesson. Okay? Then for number 2, you are going to choose one of these equations and explain how you figured out the missing number using words, numbers, models, or pictures. So you have to explain your reasoning here. So you're going to pick one of these equations and tell me how you got the answer. Make sure you either, if you're using words, that you are writing in complete sentences, and if you're using numbers, models, or pictures, make sure it's something that I can understand. Okay, and it's nice and neat on there. Okay, number 3 is complete the following equations. This is your relational thinking that we just talked about. So 3 plus 7 equals blank plus 6. 5 plus blank equals 10 plus 2. 9 plus 6 equals 10 plus blank. And blank plus 8 equals 1 plus 10. Okay, so again, you're going to have to compare those two. So like 3 plus 7, let's do the first one together. 3 plus 7 is equal to blank plus 6. Okay, so I want to find out what 3 plus 7 is first. So I know 3 plus 7 is 10 because I know my facts. Okay, and now I want to know what plus 6 would also equal 10. So I know my facts, so I know that 4 plus 6 equals 10. So my answer right here that I would write is 4. Okay? When you're done with that, again, submit it using Kami, or you can complete it all on Kami. Okay, you also have another worksheet to do in your Bridges student book. This is page 15 in your Bridges student book. Okay, you're also going to submit this using Kami, or complete it using Kami, whichever. Okay, so number 1 says find each sum. So you're just going to look here and you're going to complete those equations, finding the sum. Here you're going to find each difference. Remember, difference is another word for subtraction. So you're going to find the difference of those. Okay. Number 3, you're going to complete each equation with a different pair of numbers whose sum is 13. So you're finding different ways to equal 13. Okay, different ways to make 13. And then number 4, you are going to write an equation that could represent this picture. So on the top, it looks like I have all 10 beads on top. And on the bottom, I have 1 over here, so that means I have 9 over here. Okay, so you're going to make an equation from that picture. Okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. Please don't forget to submit using Kami, or complete it all using Kami if you want to do it in your workbook and then put it on Kami, whatever you want to do. But it needs to be submitted through Kami, both of the worksheets. Okay? Please let me know if I can help you in any way.